Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel GMB SHOW. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Beloved TV presenter Bradley Walsh and his son Barney live in a stunning £2.5 million mansion in Epping, Essex, with their home boasting a sauna, gym, and outdoor pool. Barney Walsh, the 27-year-old son of Bradley Walsh, host of the popular TV show The Chase, has given his followers a rare glimpse into their family's opulent Essex residence. Living with his father Bradley and mum Donna Darby, Barney resides in a plush £2.5 million barn converted into a dreamy domicile, complete with 5 bedrooms, a sauna, a gym, and an inviting outdoor swimming pool, reports OK. Although typically reserved on social media, fans have been offered glimpses into the Walsh family's extravagant home through various television appearances. On ITV, they once showed off their man cave shed, decked out with a nostalgic poster from Bradley's hosting gig at Tonight at the London Palladium and a drum set ready for musical escapades. Another interview revealed the home's enchanting interiors, bedecked with exposed wooden beams, imparting a chic, rustic vibe. Celebrating his 60th birthday on This Morning, Bradley let viewers peek into his home office, where white walls and timeless wooden doors abound, alongside a bookcase displaying pictures and trinkets, exuding personal charm. Barney and Bradley, sharing a strong bond, co-hosted the Gladiators BBC reboot to the delight of original series enthusiasts. Besides being recognized as part of the Walsh duo, Barney is widely known for his role as Cameron Cam Micklethwaite on the series Casualty. Bradley Walsh's journey from a council house in Watford to becoming one of TV's wealthiest presenters is nothing short of remarkable. Reflecting on his modest upbringing with the Telegraph, he said, "I was born in Watford and grew up in a council house." He also shared the struggles his mother faced as a single parent, saying, "My mother was a single parent who had to struggle hard to make ends meet. At one point, she was holding down 3 different jobs. It was a happy childhood, but we certainly didn't have a great deal of money." Now, with a net worth of £6.45 million, Bradley has surpassed TV favorites Ant and Dec and Dermot O'Leary in earnings. Married for 23 years to Donna, a former professional dancer and choreographer, the couple are often seen gracing the red carpet together. Off-screen, Bradley is a father to 38-year-old Hayley Walsh from a previous relationship. Before becoming a household name on television, Bradley played professional football and made his TV debut presenting the National Lottery in 1994 on BBC One. He went on to host game shows like Wheel of Fortune in 1997 and eventually became known for his quick wit as the host of The Chase. Besides his hosting gigs, Bradley has also proven his acting chops with roles in Coronation Street and Doctor Who. Barney Walsh's laugh carried down the hallway, bouncing off the exposed brick walls of his £2.5 million Essex mansion as he twisted open the doors to his favorite room in the house. "This is it," he grinned, eyes shining, "my little sanctuary." But it was anything but little. The man cave, as he cheekily called it, was the crown jewel of his 6-bedroom Georgian property, tucked down a quiet lane lined with ancient oaks. Framed vintage film posters lined the walls, from Indiana Jones to James Bond, echoing his father Bradley's old stories of showbiz hustle. A sleek black pool table dominated the center, its felt spotless, waiting for another late-night game when friends dropped by unannounced. And they often did. A plush leather sofa curved around a 90-inch TV screen, where Barney, sometimes joined by Bradley, would watch football with crisps scattered on the coffee table and laughter filling the air during commentary bloopers. In the corner, an acoustic guitar rested against the wall, always within reach for a quick strum whenever the mood struck. But what made this man cave truly Barney's was the hidden whiskey cabinet, sliding open with a gentle push to reveal a rainbow of amber bottles collected from his travels across Europe during Bradley and Barney Walsh Breaking Dad. Each bottle carried a memory: the smoky one from Scotland after a rainstorm on the Isle of Skye, the sweet one from a small distillery in France when he had convinced Bradley to try paragliding, the smooth Irish one after an unexpectedly wild night in Dublin. Cheers to the small wins, Barney often toasted himself here when the camera stopped rolling. Beyond the man cave, the mansion stretched into light-filled rooms with oak beams and modern chandeliers. The kitchen, with its marble island, was Barney's pride. It was here he had taught himself to cook proper Sunday roasts when Bradley wasn't around to rescue the gravy. The kitchen's bifold doors opened onto a sprawling patio, revealing the emerald jewel of the property, an outdoor pool that glimmered under the Essex sun. Barney loved the pool. On summer mornings, he would do slow laps before breakfast, the water cool and still, birds singing in the ancient trees around the property. On weekends, it transformed into a gathering spot, with inflatables and laughter echoing across the garden as friends splashed around under the pale blue sky. In the evenings, lanterns flickered around the pool, and Barney often found himself floating on his back, looking up at the stars. Sometimes he would call Bradley, who would say, "Careful, you'll wrinkle up like a prune." But he would stay there, floating, letting the water hush the world, reminding himself how far he had come. The mansion was not just about entertainment. It was his quiet space when filming schedules and public life grew loud. Upstairs, Barney's study was lined with books on wildlife and photography. A telescope pointed toward the sky, a gift from Bradley after a trip to Iceland where they had missed the northern lights due to clouds. "This way you can catch them here, mate," Bradley had joked. And sometimes, when the Essex sky was clear, Barney would indeed find himself looking through the lens, the stars twinkling back at him, a silent reminder of all the adventures yet to come. The mansion's garden, sprawling over 2 acres, was another sanctuary. An old oak tree stood guard in the middle, under which Barney had placed a wooden bench. This was where he would sit with a coffee in hand on dewy mornings, the scent of freshly cut grass reminding him of simpler times, before TV screens and public eyes. Near the back, a small wildlife pond hosted frogs and dragonflies, and Barney often found himself capturing photos there, a hobby he quietly nurtured when not in front of the camera. The guest rooms, bright and warm, were often occupied by friends or by Bradley himself. Bradley, despite joking about Barney living like a king, always felt at home here, especially when they would watch the chase reruns while debating the quiz questions out loud, both equally competitive. One room was a soft secret, Barney's quiet music studio. Soundproofed and tucked away, it housed a keyboard, a small mixing desk, and his treasured guitar collection. This was where he composed small tunes, capturing snippets of melodies when inspiration struck. Sometimes he would play the piano late at night, the soft notes drifting through the mansion, weaving into the moonlit silence. Outside, a stone pathway led to a fire pit area, surrounded by garden chairs, perfect for crisp autumn nights with marshmallows and quiet conversations. Here, Barney would sometimes sit with a blanket wrapped around his shoulders, watching the flames dance, reflecting on the blessings that came with hard work and gratitude. Despite the grandeur of the $2.5 million price tag and the stunning features, what made the mansion special was not the pool or the cinema room, but the warmth Barney had filled it with. Family dinners when Bradley would cook shepherd's pie, game nights with friends, quiet mornings with coffee, and the promise of new dreams in the studio. It was a home built not just of bricks, but of moments. And as the sun dipped below the Essex horizon, the outdoor lights around the pool flickered on, casting a gentle glow across the rippling water. Barney Walsh stood on the patio, hands in his pockets, breathing in the fresh evening air. He could hear the laughter from friends inside, the soft hum of music from his phone, and the gentle splash of water as the pool lights turned the blue into liquid gold. Barney smiled. In this house, he wasn't just Barney Walsh, TV star, or Bradley's son. He was simply Barney, living each day with quiet joy, building memories in a mansion that was, above all else, a home.